Hey everybody, it's me, Bad Bubba. Just want to do a little recap on everything that's been going on. I'm still at RTI. Some of you who actually know me on my personal life, you're going to be like, that's getting serious. I used to jump from company to company, as most of us have, because of companies lying to us about what they say they're going to do and don't do it, or if not, do the complete opposite. But so far since I've been here at RTI, Riverside Transport, things have been pretty good. I can't complain. I got a beautiful Peterbilt. I've even started investing into the truck. Bought me a GPS, phone mounts, CB radio, a Wilson 5000 watt antenna, headset, microwave, complete setup. I could literally live in this truck 24/7, which I kind of do, but I also go home sometimes. Y'all see that? Gotta have a little happiness in your life, man. A little something you can look at every day and remind you, what do you work hard for? I don't work hard for gold, but I work hard for my goals. See, truck driving is not my end goal. It's not my end game. But it's a major step towards my end goal. We're not going to discuss that because that's not what this channel is about. But I do want to discuss what I made for the whole month. My gross, my net, and my cost, operational cost, for here at RTI for the whole month of September. September's not over, but I got paid today, and today will be my last paycheck that I will receive within this month. So before any more goes on, let me give you the numbers. So total gross, and some of y'all are going to be like, you're lying. I'm like, no, I'm not. But before I give you this total, all these numbers, remind yourself that I did have a few bonuses in here because it's my first month. So as we go on, I can't really remember exactly all the bonuses, so I'm not going to elaborate on those. However, I'll get just straight into the numbers. So gross, I'm not going to do a week by week, I'm just doing monthly. So for the whole month of September, I've grossed $14,427.63. That's not bad for a lease driver. That's pretty good, but remind yourself, there is bonuses in there that I'm probably not going to see through the rest of my lease. There are some I will see through the next month and maybe the month after, but let's not count on it. So out of that $14,427.63, I had a total cost. Now, remind yourself, my truck payment, I only had one truck payment out of those 4 paychecks that I had, because for some reason, they're only supposed to give me 2 weeks without a truck payment, but for some reason, they gave me an extra one, which was pretty cool on them. I didn't even ask for it, which was pretty cool. So, I don't know what happened there. I guess they kind of forgot to charge me. Also, remind your guys self that I am on a dedicated account, Saputo. It's a dairy account. I pull a reefer unit. 9 times out of 10, I have a same trailer for a whole week. I go east of 35 9 times out of 10. So with that being said, my cost out of that $14,000 was only, and remind yourself, like I said, I didn't have a truck payment for 3 of the 4 of the payments. But when they did charge me, they did give me $200 towards, and that's one of the bonuses I'm going to get for the next 9 more weeks. Total of 10 weeks total. So the cost was fuel, my maintenance account, all my IFTA, tags, e-log, insurances, all that. Pretty expensive. but it's a business. We are at $5,607.24, which if you take that and subtract that from the gross that I told you earlier, which was $14,427.63, we're going to have a whopping net of $8,820.39. My first full month at RTI. And I'm going to say full month because last month I did have a pay, but it was only a $250 bonus. That's all. So that's not really a pay. It was no loads on that. So I got weirdly lucky that my loads paid out like the first Friday of September, which was kind of cool because yeah, they were runs for last month, but I didn't get paid for them until this month. So that's how I look at things. When do I get paid on it? It doesn't matter when I do the job, it's when I get paid, which was this month. So like I'm running loads right now, but I'm not going to get paid for them until October. I had to look at my paper. So I'm thinking once everything clears over, we're going to average 7,000 a month. I think we're going to average a net of 7,000 a month. That's what I'm thinking. 65 to 7,500. So I'm going to just say 7 average net every month, which is not bad for a lease operator because 9 times out of 10 of all the places I've leased at, and I've leased at quite a few places. I list, oh God, I hate to list them, but you know what? Screw it. We're started at Swift. I was at Dart / Mainstream because Dart owns Mainstream. Mainstream is a company that hauls intermodal out of Memphis, mainly, and a few trucks over in California. Where did I lease next? Did company driving for a little bit. I think my next lease was at Mile Express. Okay, at Swift, I'll be lucky to make $800 or $900 a week, but I wasn't really running like I do now. So we'll say $1,000 to $1,200. We'll say $1,000 a week here. I was making about $1,000 a week over here at Dart, unless I was OTR Dart, not Mainstream. If I was OTR Dart with the old truck I had, which was a 2014. It was old and it had a lower payment. I was making $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 a week. It was pretty good, but that's only because Dart has a really good fuel program. So then I went on to Mile, and Mile was pretty cool because they basically ran you through the week and you were home every weekend. They took care of you like that. But after my truck payment and it was a rental payment. Let me put it like that. It was a rental, and those rental payments are expensive. But you don't have no maintenance cost because it's included. So I was only making like $1,000 a week. But if I didn't have that rental payment, it'd be more like $2,000 a week. I ain't gonna lie, it was that expensive. $800 to $1,000. So we'll say my bring home was $1,000. So Mile Express, and then when I finally started making some money, I went to JB Hunt. And a lot of y'all are going to say, man, why'd you go to JB Hunt? Load board. That's all I got to say. Load board. I book my own freight. And all the loads don't pay the same. And no matter what they tell you tell you in orientation, oh, you don't need to be deadheading. No 100 miles. Screw you, buddy. I'll deadhead 200 miles for a really good paying load. And that's why I took home $2,000 every week and went home for 2 days on the weekend because I learned how to connect the dots real quick with their load board with the truck payment, with a truck payment through a third company lease. I mean, I was making some money, son. Let me get this truck paid off. I'm not saying I'm going to go to there. I'm not saying none of that. I actually love, and I mean love, RTI. I might try to talk Mr. Bill and letting a few of us do a load board. Maybe not RTI's load board. Maybe DAT. Maybe Truck Stop. Maybe CR Robinson. Maybe Coyote. I don't know. It's probably going to be, if it does something happen, it's probably going to be CH Robinson. I say it's CR Robinson. CH Robinson. Because I believe most companies are set up already with the CH Robinson. So, I was at JB Hunt. I made $2,000 a week. Bring home every week. And I was like, man. But the only issue I had with them was the certain dispatchers, because yes, it's a load board, but at the time I was at JB Hunt, you had to call the load in, check the availability of it, ask them to put it on you, and 9 times out of 10 it was good. But if you, God forbid, you called during nighttime or especially weekends, there's a particular dispatcher that there's a reason JB Hunt has electronic locks on their corporate office and trucks aren't allowed over there. There's a reason. It's that guy. I'm not going to say his name, but he's the reason I quit JB Hunt. He's the reason that I, and at least my one other friend that I had that was over there, me and him were pretty close. Shout out Clint Thompson. Hope the new baby's doing good. Me and him left because of this dude. I mean, we were making good money, but then we made a big mistake by going to a different company with a load board. Big Orange. And I don't mean Tennessee, I mean Snyder. Snyder's load board's pretty cool, but man, they nitpick the crazy out of you. They nitpick to the point where, like, man, I give up. Take this truck. Charge me the $7,000. I don't care. And then they just send you a letter say, hey, we're going to get the truck. You owe us $7,000 now. I'll take it where you want it. So, figuring they wouldn't charge me, yeah, they still charged me. They're probably going to have a lawsuit on their hand. When they do, I'm not going to pay mine until that lawsuit comes through, and I'm probably going to have mine wiped clean. Just like I was a part of the Swift lawsuit. I finally got paid after all those years. I finally got paid what they're supposed to pay me. Back on track. So I was at Schneider. Schneider had a load board. Now, you didn't have to call it in. You just go on the app and book it. That is awesome. And on top of that, there was no limit. At JB Hunt, you had a 3-load limit, which a lot of y'all would say, why would you want more than 3 loads? Because you may be doing a lot of short hops. Those short hops pay really good. And if you're with a company that has a lot of customer freight that is mostly drop and hook, then you don't have to sit there and wait to get unloaded. You don't have to run 200 miles, wait 12 hours to get it unloaded or delivered. It's a customer drop and hook, grow, baby. I mean, they might have 10 of those loads in a day and they go 50 miles each. What do you think I'm doing? I want to drop all 10 of them. I'm going to try and get every one of them. And guess what? Each of them probably paying $200 a pop. I probably can't get all 10 of them, but I want to try. But I'm no longer at one of those companies. I am at RTI. I love RTI. RTI has been a blessing to my family. And when I mean a blessing, the last company I was at, we'll get to the last company I was at. So anyways, I was at Snyder and I left. And at that time, I met my wife. Through that time, I became a company driver for different companies and worked for myself. Got married. Wife became pregnant. Had my own house washing business for a while. Pressure washing business did very well. Wife was concerned that it wasn't a guaranteed paycheck. In my world, what's guaranteed? But it's my wife and I love her, so I push away some of my dreams for her because that's my wife. My wife's more important to me than some dream. Some dreams. Some dreams she knows she's just going to put up with. But with that being said, so I finally worked my amp up this summer. And I learned that my family used to own a trucking company that's still in existence, but they were bought out by the company and became a employee-owned company. Pascal Truck Lines, PTL. I was thinking, man, I'm going to get treated good over here. And they're right by the house. I could go home very often. Let me tell you, when I say I did not get paid at all, and they're supposed to pay me, I mean, they did not pay me. Folks, I recommend no one. And I don't care if they try to take me to court, because this is absolutely true. They were supposed to pay me roughly between $1,500 to $1,700. They did not pay me. Put my family in a bind. Thank God I just completed a $5,000 pressure washing job for 3 different car dealerships 2 weeks prior. Thank God for that. But that money was kind of already spent on bills. Well, here comes in more bills. And I'm stressing. My wife is stressing. She's pregnant with our kid, you know. And I'm like, I got to make a decision, because I was pressure washing, making good money, but my wife wanted me to get a guaranteed paycheck job. And here I am, like, how come they ain't paying me? I'm a lease driver, that's why. I was getting ready to take the truck, because I was leased onto a third-party company, and I was getting ready to take the truck and go to another company that had a load board. I was going to go to USA Truck. USA Truck does have a load board. However, at that time, I remember several times I was going to come to RTI, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go to RTI, and I'm just going to be there, because everybody I talk to loves RTI. Everybody I listen to about RTI, I've never really seen any bad videos. Really, I haven't. None. And there is, they're very far few between. For every 100 videos that are good about RTI, there might be one that has a slight negative comment somewhere in the video. I love RTI, and I'm glad I came. So now that since I've been at RTI, I've made some money. I made $8,000 take home. It's $8,800 to my family. Between it all, it's actually over $9,000 so far. I've brought home over $9,000 to my family, and that's been a blessing. So if you're looking for a good company that you want to lease onto, or you want to go lease a truck from, I recommend coming to RTI. And here's why. What makes them so different from all these other major carriers? Well, let me tell you. RTI gives you 2 options. One option is very common everywhere you go. All your expenses are fixed expenses. Well, most of your expenses are fixed. You have fixed expenses. They're guaranteed to be so much money every week. There's option number 2. Now, let me explain a little bit of option number 1 so you can understand 2. So, option 1, your truck payment's going to be like $500 or something a week. Then your truck maintenance, it's going to be $300 something a week. Then you got plates are going to be X amount of money. Geotab, that's our e-logging service, which is pretty cool. It's a Tab A Galaxy Samsung tablet. It's pretty cool. All these other different expenses, they add up, and it's a lot at one time. And you have to run like 2,200 miles just to be in the black. And that's what we're all used to. Then they told me about option number 2. And then after they told me about option number 2, I learned about this account that I'm on. They don't normally have a lot of people on this account. There's hardly any openings for this account, let me say it like that. But there are other accounts they have, like Target and a few more other accounts, but I really love this account. And if I wasn't on this account, I probably would go to Target, the Target account, because there's a guaranteed pay. I like that. So here on the variable pay. That's option number 2. Everything is by the mile. So my fixed expenses, like I said, are by the mile. My truck payment are just shy, we'll just say 25 cents a mile. Every mile that I'm dispatched on. Not hub miles, but how I'm paid. So if they pay me 500 miles for one load, then my cost is going to be 500 miles, total miles, for that load. And on top of that, they're going to pay me fuel surcharge for loaded and empty over here. So, if some accounts give you bonus pay on top of your mileage, regular mileage pay, like some accounts give you an extra 8 cents a mile on top of the dollar, whatever it is, plus your fuel surcharge, whatever it is that week. This week it went down. It went down to 15 cents a mile from 16 cents. But you're getting it loaded and empty. Think about that. Loaded and empty. So I got 25 cents a mile truck payment. I have a 21.5 cent everything else fixed expense payment. And what that includes my maintenance account. That includes, which is 12 cents. 12 cents of that 21.5 cents is my maintenance. The rest of it is split up between my plates, my IFTA, heavy highway use, my insurance, my anything else that they're back charging me. That's it. So if you calculate it, sorry about that. Honey, I'll call you in just a second. So if you think about that, that's 25 plus 21.5. That's 46.5 cents a mile. So I like to calculate with fuel. So I'm kind of a safe haven. I calculate all my costs, including fuel, at 75 cents a mile, and I'm getting paid roughly $1.28 to $1.35 mile that I run. All right, that I actually are miles, which is great. Actually, it's more like $1.27 plus an extra 8 cents because I'm on this account. I believe it's bonus pay, or it might be just because it's a bonus that I'm getting for now. So we'll say safely I'm getting $1.27 a mile. All right, so you can do the math. If I run 2,000 miles, that's not bad. I'm gonna guaranteed to have profit. Now the cool thing is about the account that I am on, I get paid for 2,500 miles. Oh, so you're gonna have 2,500 miles in expense, 2,500 in expenses? No, I only have 2,000. If I run 2,000 miles, I'm gonna have 2,000 miles in expenses, and then I get paid for the full 2,500. So you got that 500 miles. That's pure profit. But you don't get the bonus pay. You only get like the $1.12. That's it. You don't get fuel surcharge. But it's cool. It's pure profit. Who cares? And that's just for that one load. Or that's just for that week. You know. And that kind of money helps. It helps me and my family. And that's how the account pays out. And I probably shouldn't be quoting these numbers. And I'm sure RTI will probably call me later if I'm in the wrong. I'm sure someone will reach out to me, and I'll probably have to delete this video, so watch it while you can. But anyways, that's it. We're coming up on 24 minutes right now. I just want to do a quick video. So much for a quick one. I gotta give my wife a call back. So guys, you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video was very informational. Please do me a favor, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to my channel so we can continue to grow videos, grow the channel and everything. I am still trying to figure out how to go live, but I think I have to have an X amount of subscribers. So please tell your friends, hey, go look at Bad Bubba on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. He's a guy we know. Please, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Have a great day.